everybody, Edo here, and this is 10 Minute Heist, the Wizard's Tower, designed by Nick Sibicky, and this is live on Kickstarter right now, and 10 Minute Tower absolutely lives up to its name. This is a fast, fun, quick 10-minute game where players are moving through this tower, stealing cool stuff, and then seeing who's got the best loot. The art direction, this is a prototype obviously, but the art direction is fantastic. I love the look of the items in the tower. The actual tower is super gorgeous, though unfortunately you never really see it other than for maybe one card at the end. And all of the little pieces have a great vibe. Color everywhere, and I am a big fan of color. Actually, the art reminds me a little bit of Dragon's Flame, which is actually a very similar game that I'm a huge fan of. And so I'll note, though, while the art direction's fantastic, the theme's pretty basic. It's this wizard's tower, it's a bunch of items, there's no real relation, so it's not so much the theme as it is the art. Anyway, as I said, the game is fast and easy, and what you're going to be is 2 to 5 players starting at the top of the tower. It's 8 deep. I only show 3 here because I have only so much room. And as players, it's sort of a vying for initiative set collection game. What you're trying to do is you can make a decision to take from the row you're in. Just pick an item and you put it in your stash, or move downwards and then take from a different row. However, once you move down, you can't move back up. So it's sort of about thinking, hey, do I want to take something from here, or do I want to move ahead to grab something else, but then I leave my ability to take these other things, I leave these items to the other players. I've sort of given them up. And I could go all the way down to the bottom, and if it was like a 2-player game, the other player would just take the rest. So you have to keep that in mind. So it's stepping ahead, but how far ahead are you willing to step? That kind of thing. It's a little like Tokaido in a way. It's a totally different game, though. So anyway, you're doing that, and then at the end of the game, you get points for winning a set, which is the symbol or the color, and it's the point value of your cards added up. So it's not the most yellow cards, it's the sum of the most yellow cards. And then you get also a bonus for the numbers. So if you have the most 3s, the most 4s, the most 5s, and that's actually the most, you get points. There are also, first one out gets a little bonus, and sort of second, it's pretty minor. And in addition, there's cursed cards. Now, cursed cards have special abilities. For example, the Serpent's Hourglass lets you take another turn. What's another? Or they might be worth, like, the Necronomicon is just super valuable at 7. One might let you discard a card in the dungeon, that kind of thing. The player who has the most of these gets a negative penalty at the end of the game, so you're sort of saying you don't want to overdo it. It can get a little weak in a 2-player game because if somebody sort of clearly moves into, like, I'm just going to be the guy with a curse problem, then they could just take them all, and it's a little much. But it still works fine, but it's just, you have to balance that out. So, again, it lives up to that 10-minute play. It's quick, it's fun, I like the look of it. It works, it's a solid game. I do think, I had mentioned Dragon's Flame, that game does a lot of the same things, but there's just a little bit more to it. And even at 10 minutes, I think this game could have a little bit more to it. Even coming out of the Kickstarter, perhaps it'll be, but at the base level. Whether it was a Wizard's event that flips over and reveals as you move down to each floor, changing it up a little bit, or player abilities, there are regular, interesting decisions. It does work in that way, but I do think there could be a little more complexity in there. But again, I think they did want to keep it fast, fun, and light, right? So Kickstarter's live, as I mentioned. Subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Most importantly, play some great games. Thanks. Bye.